Well, look at this. Look at this. The Anthropic versus Department of War saga takes a turn. John Salisbury over on LinkedIn slash LinkedIn. Don't know him, but he at one point did something that caused me to follow him, which means he did something good at one point. Posted this. This is an interesting mechanism platform which has appeared. This is a list of employees or former employees at Google and OpenAI who are signing an online petition to stand in solidarity with Anthropic because their company heads Google and OpenAI so far are not. And here's the link to it, notdivided.org. And here's an open letter. We will not be divided. The Department of War is threatening to invoke the Defense Production Act to force Anthropic to serve their model to the military and tailor its model to the military needs. Theoretically, they're not forcing them. They're saying, if you want money from us, you will do this. But again, don't read my take yet. Label the company as a supply chain risk, which I've talked about before. All in retaliation for Anthropic sticking to their red lines to not allow their models to be used for domestic mass surveillance and autonomously killing people without human oversight. Here's the core. This right here. This needs to be discussed. This needs to be flushed out. This isn't the Pentagon being bad. This isn't Anthropic being bad. Anthropic's being good for sticking to their principles. The military is being good, saying, hey, we're in the warfighting business. We can't like have these unpredictable red lines of what these crazy California companies are going to do. So this is kind of what I was hoping for, that it would, this blow up between Anthropic and the Department of War or DoD would cause a greater discussion. And the real venue where this needs to be worked out is not between Anthropic or the Department of War. It needs to be worked out by Congress because these two things here, um, domestic mass surveillance, this is already, as I said in other videos, there's evidence that the current protections here that were crafted way before LLMs came into being were not adequate then, and they certainly are not adequate now. And building Skynet to kill people without having humans in the loop is problematic. And there needs to be guidance both to Anthropic and to the Pentagon on what we, the people of the United States, in a very thoughtful, well thought out, planned response and crafted policies are, both kind of clarifying existing policies and when there's gaps, fill in the gaps. So the Pentagon apps knows exactly what the lawful use is. There's no ambiguity. And AI companies can have been in the societal debate. They've put their arguments out. And great new post, thank you. And now you know, it's in the public debate, and then that's where the debate should be. And then we as a society make those decisions, not bureaucrats, not backroom deals, not the right people make the right decisions rather than the wrong people making the wrong decisions. So this could be good. The only bad thing is this could become a California woke rallying cry where everybody signs on here to virtue signal. That's not a good outcome. A good outcome is understanding we are in a competitive battle with other nations for AI hegemony, I guess you could say. There are legitimate military uses for AI, and other countries are definitely both using their own AI and Anthropic's AI and Google's AI, whether they know it or not. So it's a big debate, and I hope this spins correctly so that the right people solve the problem correctly. Not a big virtue fest, not anyone who dislikes the military hops on and signs all these little letters, but people really understanding that Domestic mass surveillance is a problem. I don't want anybody signing these letters who did not give a crap about domestic surveillance until yesterday. Because then they're just virtue signaling and go pound sand, go waste time somewhere else, or worried about autonomously killing people. That's relatively new, so I'll give you a pass there. But again, I hope this works out as it should. This is encouraging, but there's still a lot of derailment that could happen where we get a bad result. So keep pushing the good result. And this, if it's done for the right intentions, is spot on. And with that, I will return you to your evening. Thank you.